We are blessed. خلينا نخبركم ليش، لأن احنا جايين نزور ببافالو واحدة من أهم شركات البسكوي أو الكوكيز بالعالم. ريتشز is very famous. كتير ناس منكم قليل ما بتعرفها. ليش؟ لأنه ببيعوا هول سيل، ببيعوا ببيك سوبر ماركتس، ببيعوا بكتير كوفي شوبس، وببيعوا وين ما كان. يمكن أنت أكيد أكلت كوكيز مع ريتشز بس ما بتعرف أنه كانت مع ريتشز. 10 الصبح ناطريننا تيفرجونا هول تور كيف بيشتغلوا، شو بيعملوا، كم سنة صار لهم، وكل التفاصيل. And next time you eat a cookie, remember, it might be a Riches. بلش الفوت على الاتريوم، بتشوفوا مبنى كتير كبير، اند بتقعدوا وتبلشوا تكتشفوا وحده وحده. انا اللي مفكر عندهم بس كوكيز، طلع عندهم اكثر من 1300 SKU، كلهم بهذا الكتاب. لاخذوا معي وارجع اقراه على رواق. Nicole, thank you so much for having me at Richards. I feel blessed, honored. I know not many bloggers or influencers or people have come around. Let's start with the beginning. Let's start with you first. So tell me about you. When did you start with Riches, and what's your background?
Yeah, so I actually started at Riches very young, right out of college, and I've stayed ever since because it's such a wonderful company. Feel like part of the family, right? So I actually started in the global marketing team, and I've continued with our global business. I had a brief moment in Latin America, which was wonderful, and just about 17 years of time with Riches.
So for us, Riches, for me actually, Riches was probably just a cookie company, but it's way more.
Sure.
What is Riches?
So Rich Products started with whipped topping, a non-dairy whipped topping back in the war time, right, where dairy was getting scarce. And so our founder innovated whipped topping from soybean. So this was really an innovation that changed the frozen food industry overall. And since then, we've grown to over 4,000 product types in over 100 countries, and we have about 13,000 associates worldwide.
Wow. So it's a family business that started as a family business and still on?
Still family owned, and that is our mandate.
Quick overview of the product. So we started with the whip, and then the cookies we know, lots of chocolate, lots of bakery stuff.
Yes, we provide everything from cake solutions, right? So your toppings, your icings, your fillings, your cake layers, to pastry, even into some of the hot kitchens. So we do cooking creams, pizza in the US. So it depends on the market, but we have a vast array of products to really help any segment in the food industry.
So let's talk business. It's a B2B mainly company.
Mainly B2B.
Not a B2C.
We have a couple brands and a couple businesses that we've acquired over the years that really cater to B2C, but the bulk of our business, especially globally, is B2B. So I'm really excited to have you guys here. We're going to tour this campus. So this is our world headquarters in Buffalo, New York. We have two main buildings that we'll go peek around and see all of the different departments that we have here supporting our customers. And then we're going to spend time in our kitchen with our chef, Steve Rich. He is amazing. He's going to take us through Cookie Wonderland, basically.
So if you are a business, if you want to grow your business, if you want to have a full solution for anything sweets, More than 1,300 SKUs?
Yeah, more than 4,000 SKUs globally.
Wow,
So,
okay.
it is a growing business. We are all about innovation and this global culture that has been created over the years. And it's truly a remarkable business to be a part of. And it's one that we are very customer centric, right? We are there with the full solutions and the expertise for quality products, as well as what you'll see with our chef, right? Quality knowledge about the trends and all of the different ways that the market is moving. So the story goes of our founding, right? Robert Rich Sr. was a dairy farmer. He grew his business during the Depression, right? A very epic era in US history. And with all of the shortages of dairy and all the issues that they had, he knew there had to be a way to invent something that would help America in that time. So what he did was he took the soybean and he created a cream from the soybean. So we call it the miracle cream from the soybean. And he had a great presentation ready for investors and everything to really kick this business off. But it was in New York City. So he took his cream liquid in the train and the ferry, and on the way it froze. And dairy cream, at the time, you can't freeze and then whip. It will break apart. So when he got to the meeting, he decided, well, I have nothing to lose. I'll whip it and see what happens. And it whipped perfectly. And that became our pioneering product, right? That innovation of non-dairy topping that can be whipped. Welcome to R&D. This is where the magic is made, right? So we do have facilities all over the world that are innovating new products specific with the market in mind. But here at headquarters, we do innovations around all sorts of products for the globe.
It's kitchen time. صار وقت الجد. تغرب الجو بنحكي عن الكوكيز تنفهم الكوكيز تنشوف الكوكيز كيف طراوتهم قرشتهم خفتهم. كم مرة أكلت هالكوكيز كنت مفكر أنه عاملينهم أصحاب المحلات. بيجوا من هون من بافالو ريدي ميد بفوت على البيك على الفرن بيجوا فروزن بفوت على الفرن and then مثل كأنه معمولين هلا crunchy fresh buttery and using amazing chocolate. براوني كبيرة هالقد بتجي فروزن اللي عندك على المحل. all you have to do is this اوتوماتيكلي عندك اياها. بتحطها بالصحن، بتزينها بشقفة تانية او يلي هي، بتخبر كل الزبونات انه انت عاملها. تخيل هيك ندوق شوكليت براوني، ريحتها حلوة فيري ستيكي مثل ما لازم تكون، مويست. اوف حبيتها 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 حبيتها. معبوز عليها بالكريم or whatever. اهمها ديسيرت وزيرو موظفين. هي بتعمل 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. هذا اللي عم بيحكوا عنه، هذا اللي بلش فيه الشركة. contains no milk or milk fat with topping non-dairy. سو هاي بتصير هيك هالقد ويت بلا حليب. It feels like the real deal. Wow, really feels like the real deal.
So my name is Stephen Rich. I am the grandson of the founders. The center here is for all of our customers to come in, look at a set number of products. Maybe it's an ideation. It could just be a straight sales pitch, but it could be also their chefs coming in and working with our chefs back here in the kitchen. And that could be baking, that could be with barbecue, that could be with topping. Get the butter out, we cream it with the sugar, then we put the eggs in and the vanilla, and then we slowly, add in the flour, and then fold in the chocolate chips. Or, and that also sets you up for a possible mistake somewhere along the lines as well, because you're now adding all these components and you've got that human element there, where you could just go to your local distributor, ask them what kind of cookies they have, and they would provide you a box like this that has a puck inside of it. So all the mixing, everything has already been done, a nice ratio of particulates to the dough itself, and these you just place and bake.
So probably a box like this is a month of work at the bakery. So it's like having employees for a month, baking every morning, or getting this box, opening it up, and I have all the cookies I need.
Everything you possibly can need in here, and they're all portioned out, ready to go. So you don't have to worry about any of that stuff.
That's so cool.
When it says this recipe makes 244, there's actually 244 in here, or whatever the actual number is in here. Where a recipe from a book or whatever should yield, 14 dozen cookies. Sometimes you only get 13 dozen cookies, because people are scaling.
What makes a Rich's cookie a good cookie? Why is it famous? Why people like it? What makes it good?
We offer all different levels of cookies, if you will. So from the drier type food service cookie, which tends to be my preference because I like to dunk, to the more chewier gourmet premium style cookie, which, is going to be a little bit softer bake inside. Nice crisp edge, but nice and soft in the middle.
Never knew they exist in this form.
Oh yeah.
Which I can remodel, right? I can put 4 together and make a big
Absolutely.
cookie. I can put them in a roll. So a restaurant receives this,
Yep.
or make it as is.
We can
and
make
get
it as is.
the cookie, or play with it.
Or play with it, absolutely. So you can, mold it into a muffin tin, if you will, and make a cookie cup.
Double cheeseburger kind of person, so I'm gonna put 4 together and see how a giant cookie would look like. This one. I'm gonna play the big company name. I'm not gonna state names, but the big famous cookie players in the market, bakeries I mean, and how they open it up to have more air inside. So I mixed 4 together. I'm gonna play it inside out to have more air play in.
So we'll go 10 to 12 minutes on this at 325. For a rotating rack oven, I like to set it at 50 degrees or 25 degrees higher. And then once I get them in there, I'll drop it down to 325. But when I open up the door, I automatically lose 25 degrees of temperature already. So I set it a little higher And then so I know I'm going right into that 325 versus it starting at 300 and then coming up. It's starting at 350 and coming down.
Tell me more, what do you have here? So the cookies usually come in different sizes.
We have different size cookies that are in stock, as well as different levels of cookies as well. These are some of the applications that we've done. Of course, this is the most common application, just the straight cookie. For this one, this is something I might put ice cream on, and it might be a shareable dessert.
From the same cookies you created cups.
Yep. So those were thawed out, put into a muffin tin, and then baked. These I actually filled on the inside with some white chocolate. I took 2 of the smaller chocolate chip cookie doughs.
Okay.
They were also thawed out. Put 2 discs, 2 of the melting discs inside, and then put them on top of each other and kind of just sealed it in a little bit. Didn't really push it down much, but just kind of sealed it, and then arranged them on the tray, and then they baked up, and then that was our result here.
Let's talk business.
Yes.
So I would buy a box, frozen, remove it from the freezer, remove a piece, and put it directly in the oven. As simple as it is.
That is as simple as it is.
This is the
Yep.
straightforward.
Freezer, pan, oven, table.
Done deal.
Done deal.
Wow.
And that can all be actually probably accomplished in 20 minutes. You know,
Wow.
with baking.
After baking, how much that will last?
So if you put them in a tight seal container, you get 4 to 5 days out of them very easily. If you leave them out on the counter, you're gonna get a day. But if they're sealed, you'll be fine. With 3 to 5 days. It also depends on humidity, temperatures. There's a lot of variables there that would make it either last longer or less.
Same goes for the brownies.
Yep.
Just notice that you have as well brownies. I can buy it, cut it, and sell it individual portions.
Cut it in any shape, size, individual portions, like the one we punched out. It's a nice shareable dessert there, but you can do a much larger square, a couple triangles, do 4, use them as garnish. Cut them in small sticks, and you can dry them out even a little bit on the on a sheet pan.
That's good.
And make them a garnish on a drink, make them a garnish on the top of a dessert.
Nalbuza caramel brownie overload.
This is definitely a brand you're not going to be able to get over there.
Peanut butter sponge candy. اوه ترايا مثل ما لازم يكونوا. Where's the spoon? Wait. Yeah. American stuff. Cookie ice cream. Wait. It's sandwich time. رح نعمل هيك. نعمل لها a nice loaded bowl. Scoop. رح احطها هون.
I'm gonna let these other guys sit here for a minute though.
Cookie surprise. You don't know what's inside until you bite into it. قديش حلوة. على قد اجا بوقته.
نعم نعم.
قرب شو انا مخفف سكر.
انت ليه عم تحطهم عندي اليوم؟
لا ايس كريم ساندويتش.
انت ملك الايس كريم ساندويتش.
You will love it.
اذا في حدا بيعرف يعمل ايس كريم ساندويتش هو انتوني رحيل.
هيدا اسمه طلع شوفي جوا.
اوه ماي جاد.
شوفي جوا. ماشي. اسمه ايس كريم ساندويتش سربرايز.
باردة. باردة كله سربرايز. اوه ماي جاد.
مان. حمل.
دبي here we come.
يلا جو. كريم خلينا نحكي تفاصيل. طالعة هلا من الفرن مش ملزقة. حطيت 4 مع بعضهم، فتحوا مثل ما بدي، مثل ما كنت مفكر يجي. عملت زيح من وين ما كان. دفنتلي من جوا رح قصها بس بالسكين تنشوفها مع بعضنا. دفنتلي من جوا عملت هوا اكتر، بعدهم سخنين اوكي. عملت هوا اكتر بكتير، جمع شوكولا من تحت، عطيت لون كتير حلو، طراوة رائعة. هاف كوكي دو هاف بيكت، تحمصت مزبوط على الاطراف من تحت، تحميصتها كتير حلوة. بعتقد we have taken a good cookie to great، بس بخلطة فيهم. كل واحد بيقدر يعمل السايز اللي بده اياه والشكل اللي بده اياه تيقول هو عملهم. هون عملنا شي تاني، حطيت بقلبها شوكليت شيبس طلع بيوتيفل. شوكولا دايب ببق من وين ما كان، بتتسخن شوي، بتنعطى للزبونات. I can take it up a notch كمان وفرجيكن. رائع. مين بيقول كوكي بتجي all the way من بافالو، يعني بتجي لعنا على بلادنا على الامارات او غير بلاد ب5 دقايق 12 دقيقة بتكون عند سبون. chocolate, good flavor, good texture, good crunch, enjoyable, and you can mold it the way you want. بدك تحط لها بوظة فيك، بدك تحط لها شوكولا فيك، بدك تلفها بشوكولات بار فيك، بدك تحطها ببان فيك، بدك تحطها. بدنا نشغل بعضنا كتير اكيد، بس انه بتوفروا موظفين، مطبخ، وسخ، بيكينج، كهرباء and everything in between. كل اللي شفتوه comes in a box.